Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It is Friday the 14th, June 14th, right around 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just doing a little quick update here. So yesterday I made a post that I was able to pick my very first zucchini. It was probably about 9-10 inches long, something like that. Just wanted to get one off the vine. I got a bunch of small ones. I'll show you here in a little bit. But take a look at a few things, what you're doing. If you're gardening, right? Continue garden, maybe expand your garden a little bit, which is what I've done. I got some seeds that maybe I'll show you here in a little bit. I did show them in a previous video, but I'll kind of show you the update on those. But I'm going to show you here real quick, just an update on everything. I'm going to flip the camera around because I can't flip the screen. So I'm going to show you some updates here. Here's the zucchini. I took one off yesterday down over here, but here's another one. Here's another one. That's a big one. We're going to let that go for another week or so. Got some smaller ones in here. I've been hand pollinating. This one down here is bad, so I'm going to break that off here in a little bit. But yeah, I've been hand pollinating, right? Because like this one here, that's a female flower. Hopefully you can see that. See, the pestils are different. It's a single pestle. And this one down in here is the male flower. So I take a Q-tip and I take the pollen out of the male flower and put it onto the female flower with a Q-tip. So that's kind of how I've been hand pollinating. I am starting to see some bumblebees out here, so I'm happy about that. They're helping out. They've really liked the, there's one just buzzing right by me there. They really like the cucumber flowers, so hopefully they get those going a little bit too. So here's my cucumber flowers, or the cucumbers, right? What the hell's flying around me here? I don't have, I have some. I picked a cucumber the other day. I picked one. If you go down in here, there's a cucumber. We'll give that here in a few weeks, or a couple, yeah, maybe another week or so. And then I got a bunch of little ones like this guy here that are coming out, probably a dozen of those all around. So those are doing okay. This is the cantaloupe, which I don't have any cantaloupe. I got a lot of flowers, but I don't have any cantaloupe yet, right? And here's the watermelon. I think I have a couple of baby watermelon on there, like this one here. You can see that. I got a couple of those. So waiting to see what happens with those. And then I got tomatoes. These are the Sungold cherry tomatoes. You see a couple down there that are starting to change color. I have picked a few of these off already, and they are delicious. But lots of flowers on this. Real excited about those. These are the Candyland. So lots of flowers up here. I'm just kind of letting these go up at the top, right? And I got a whole bunch of little baby tomatoes down here that I'm waiting to get, just let them grow. And then I have two early girls. So these are still going. You kind of seen these over the last few videos. They're doing all right. Got some tomatoes up here. Going up towards the top, I got some flowers up on the top. And the second one from the early girls, flowers at the top. Got some in there. And got a bunch of tomatoes down here towards the bottom. Yeah, then I'm just kind of waiting on those. This one here is a sucker tomato that I made. Here's some outrageous lettuce. I kind of picked quite a bit of that. I may have picked too much. So we're trying to get those to come back. This one here is a flashy trout. I won't plant that stuff again. At least I'm not going to try to probably, but I will probably because it's gone to flower and it's going to seed. So I picked off a bunch off the stem. Just waiting for those to go to seed, and I'll pull the seeds off and we'll go from there. Making sure this is still going. Hopefully it's okay. Here's the tomato, or the peppers. Go around the wood here. See down there, there's a pepper. These are bell peppers. So I got a couple of those. Now that's the biggest one right there. But I got 2 plants of bell peppers. Those are doing okay. And these are my pole beans. Lots of flowers. There's a little baby bee or something pollinating for me. That's good. So lots of little flowers going up the vines. All right, going up the vines, going up the vines, going up the vines, and these things are just out of control. So, yeah. Here's my garlic, not doing so hot. Here's my basil, doing very good. The dill, like I said in one of my other videos, this got knocked over and they're not doing so hot. So I'm hoping that they'll come back. There's my cilantro that I'm upset about. It's gone to flower. I'll just wait for that to seed and I'll pick up the seeds. There's my mint, doing very good. There's the shallots. Those have kind of been just kind of chilling, I think, the last few weeks. And then these are all tomatoes that I planted with suckers. So they're doing okay. They're growing at least. This one here, starting to get some flowers on it. So that's good. Get some flowers up over here. That one's still growing. That one's still growing. And then this one here, starting to get some flowers on that one too. So you can take those suckers off and replant them. You know, it'll take them a while to get going, depending on how late you are out in your time. Late in the spring or the summer here, we're now in summertime. It's been, yesterday was very nice. It was like 80 degrees yesterday and the day before. But I think it's going to start warming up here. I'm in sector 8A, so we do get some heat. We do get some humidity. This stuff likes it. Coffee. Cheers, everybody. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Let me go and show you my seeds. So I planted these seeds probably about a week and a half ago, something like that. I just got them on my table outside. I got some, you're going to see a bunch of cardboard I need to break up for my compost pile. But here's where my seeds are at. See if I can get a good angle here for you. So they're doing okay. Got some cabbage in this row, broccoli in these 2 rows. Green onions haven't really started yet. I got 1 or 2 poking out here. The spinach, I only got 1 poking out here. And then the cauliflower is doing pretty well too. So I have them in these small, tiny seed planters. And what I'm doing is I'm just waiting for the roots to come out of the bottom. Sorry about the sun there. Waiting for the roots to come out of the bottom. And then I'll transplant them into a bigger planter. A little bit bigger, not too big. And I'll wait for the roots to come out of there. And we'll just keep going. And hopefully here in a couple of weeks, I got the sun for you again. Hopefully here in a couple of weeks, I'll be able to put them in the raised garden beds that I bought. So the garden bed, that one there, the wood ones, me and my son built those. You'll see that in one of my first videos. But these ones I bought because they're pretty cheap. They're like $22 a piece or something like that. And yes, my wood raised garden beds were almost free because of pallet wood that I used. But I did buy some 6 foot by 2 foot wood fence boards to go along the side. So those are like $1.30 a piece, something like that. So not too bad. You know, I probably buy, what I buy, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, dozen and a half, you know, so it cost me, I don't know, 20 bucks for the fence boards. And then the rest of it is free. And I put down some barrier and then some cardboard and then the dirt. So that's kind of how the raised beds went for me. But yeah, that's the update today. You know, we're doing pretty well. I'm really enjoying this garden. Like I've said before, this is my my first time trying to garden. I'm enjoying it. You know, I get to come out every morning, grab my coffee. I come out hour and a half. Hell, the other day I was out here for 2 hours, just doing some trimming, doing some maintenance, stuff like that. You know, trying to get the vegetables some sun on the sun leaves, and also some ventilation. So you saw in there that I cut a lot of this stuff down low, just pretty much cut it all off. That way there's ventilation coming through, and they get some air. So that'll help out. There's a couple of YouTube channels that you should check out. I'll put the links down below. City Prepper is one. I joined that online community, so it's pretty cool. They made me a moderator of a couple of forum channels, which is kind of cool. I'm glad to help out where I can, when I can. Bear Independent is another channel. And then the last one is Viking Preparedness. So those are your 3 good YouTube videos to watch today. I'll put the links down below. Really learned a lot from those guys on gardening and prepping and getting prepared, and they talk about some of the local news. A couple of them are pretty religious, which is okay, because I'm learning some things about that too that I probably should have learned years ago. But just some good people to watch, right? Good people put out good messages. Sometimes you might not agree with them, but it's all about conversation, communication, stuff like that. So have a great weekend, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. If you're if this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell so you know when we got a video out. And give us a thumbs up. Would appreciate it. Pass to your friends too, you know. I'm just learning all this stuff. This is a brand new YouTube channel. I'm just learning how to garden. I'm just learning how to prep. So come along on the journey with me. If you know somebody that you're trying to get into the gardening or the prepping or whatever, send them over. You know, you guys can watch together or whatever the case may be. But I appreciate you. All right, everybody have a fantastic weekend. Make a great weekend and take care of each other.